Hello, my name is Lauren.
And I'm Kai, and welcome to the Theoretical YouTube channel,
where we think shows from the Disney afternoon were great.
With everything from gummy bears to gargoyles that actually try to kill people, what's not to love? Oh yeah, that too.
It's been a while since we've done a brief history of a character from what we call the Sensational 6 expanded universe.
So who better to start it up again with than two of the most lovable twins to ever hit the big screen? Aside from Fred and George, of course.
So today we're gonna start with the very first appearance of the most mischievous rodents in the Disney franchise.
And lead all the way up to the most recent version of them.
Ready? Here we go.
Chip and Dale were first imagined by Walt Disney in the 1943 Pluto cartoon entitled Private Pluto.
At this point in time, the Chipmunks didn't have names.
In fact, the unnamed Chipmunks were never intended to be used again after this short.
It wasn't until Walt Disney needed a reoccurring challenge for Donald Duck that he decided it would be them.
It was also after this decision that they received their iconic names, Chip and Dale, which apparently is a pun off of the name Thomas Chippendale, who was a cabinet maker born in 1718. Why they chose him, I have no idea.
During these earlier shorts, they would often run around on all four legs, and their appearance was much more realistic, like the woodland creatures from Snow White.
Even the difference in nose colors didn't come until they were made into their much more cartoony selves.
Oh, by the way, if you don't know which monk is which, Chip is the one with the black nose, and Dale's is red and sometimes brown.
An easy way to remember this is by imagining Chip has a chocolate chip for a nose, and Dale is just the other one. Not to offend any Dale fans, but, sorry.
Anyway, after Private Pluto, their next appearance was in a Donald Duck short film, unsurprisingly called Chip and Dale, where Donald meets his new arch-rivals.
As they showed up more in these Donald Duck shorts, they started to become more like their iconic cartoony selves.
And once they got popular enough, they actually earned their own series of shorts.
This was especially cool because they were the first non-Sensational 6 characters to get their own cartoon.
Before this, there had been Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, and Pluto, because Disney was a little bit sexist back then.
However, even though Chip and Dale got this series, it didn't last any longer than just 3 shorts.
The first one was called Chicken in the Rough, where Dale accidentally got caught in a chicken coop and had to be rescued.
The second is called Two Chips and a Miss, where the brothers go to a nightclub and compete for the attention of another chipmunk named Clarice.
And finally, the last short was called The Lone Chipmunks, where they catch the outlaw Pete.
The last time Chip and Dale appeared in their first theatrical run was in the 1956 Donald Duck cartoon called Chips Ahoy.
Around the time that they stopped appearing in animated shorts, they got a series of comics from 1955 to 1962.
There were about 30 issues published in the first volume called Walt Disney's Chip and Dale.
There was also a second volume that ran from 1962 to 1984.
Their next theatrical appearance was in 1983 in Mickey's Christmas Carol, where they showed up in the background dancing at Fezziwig's party.
Next, in the 1980s, Disney was more actively trying to put some of their classic characters into animated shows for television. This resulted in the Disney Afternoon.
And of course, this is where they got their most famous TV appearance, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
If you don't know what Rescue Rangers was, it was basically a show about Chip and Dale solving crimes and getting into hijinks.
The show was initially pitched by Tad Stones as a detective story starring an Indiana Jones-like mouse character.
But then, Michael Eisner suggested they use Chip and Dale in order to keep using iconic characters since DuckTales was such a success.
Nowadays they aren't used as much, but they have made a few appearances in the last decade.
In 2010, they appeared in another series of comics that followed the same storyline as the Rescue Rangers.
But they didn't do nearly as good as the TV show, so only 8 issues were published.
Most recently, the brothers have occasionally appeared on the Disney Junior show, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
They have also appeared in what I believe to be the most unnecessary show Disney has ever imagined, Mickey and the Roadster Racers. Like seriously, why does the show even exist? It's like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but they all have race cars for some reason. Why not just put more money into the show you already have instead of making a whole new one? Kids don't even drive cars. Wouldn't this just make it more difficult for them to relate to the characters? I just don't get it. Full disclosure, we have younger siblings and don't frequently watch the Disney Junior channel, which by the way takes up the entire morning block of Disney Channel, even though they have their own entire channel that's playing at the exact same time. Get off Disney Channel, Disney Junior. Wow, I'm getting way too into this. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Chip and Dale.
In 2014, Disney announced that they were working on a live-action film that was planned to star Chip and Dale.
But apparently that idea was too original for what they had planned for the next few years, so they just never talked about it again.
The Chipmunks are also some of the most popular characters to see walking around Disneyland.
And in 2017, they also got a television series called Chip and Dale's Nutty Tales, a title which has 3 apostrophes in one word.
They have made many cameos, including but not limited to Kingdom Hearts, Mickey Mouse Works, The House of Mouse, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, and the new Mickey Mouse shorts that are remade in the style of the originals.
Along with the cameos we've already mentioned, like Mickey's Christmas Carol, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and Mickey and the Roadster Racers. There's also my new favorite cameo from them on Walt Disney's Anthology series, where Walt Disney leaves a tape recorder that says he can't host today, so we invited Chip and Dale to do so. And they proceed to just tell the audience about their best exploits.
I'm Chip. No, I'm Chip. A great sensational corporation. We are Chip and Dale.
And it looks like that's everything up till today.
If you have anything we missed, make sure to tell us in the comments section.
And while you're down there, you can also click the like and subscribe buttons and ring the bell icon if you want to know exactly when we post another video.
And if you don't want to see when our next video goes up, just don't click the bell and you don't have to see it show up in your notification box. But do you really want that?
Also, if you want something to write about in the comments section, how about which character do you like more? Chip
or Dale?
But anyway, it looks like that's all we have for you today.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.